Okay, so now let's create a FortiGate firewall topology and EVE-NG where you can do all your practice. So let me go to EVE-NG. So I have many folder. Why not create a new folder with name topologies? Okay. You can give any name. You can give FortiGate topology or whatever and add folder. So new folder has been added. Click on this folder and now click on add new lab. So it will be organized, you know. So now FG topology and click save. So now a new workspace is open. So what you can do, first of all, go to node and I need FortiGate firewall. Type FortiGate firewall. If you have other devices, other nodes of FortiGate, it will show you all. So keep in mind this is FortiGate web. I need FortiGate firewall, so I can go up and this is 6 FortiGate firewall FGT. This is FortiGate firewall. I need this one and let me change the name FG. So this is FG and firewall is okay. I need only one firewall, so this is the node. And you don't need to change the CPU because there is no license, so click save. There is only 14-day license which you cannot change the detail, RAM, etc. and CPU. So I have FortiGate. Now I need 2 switches. Go to nodes. Again, it's up to you, but it's better to use IOL. Why? You can use bridge as well, but switches is better because later on we can create sub interfaces lab as well. And change the name to switch. Okay, and change this icon to switch. Okay, and let's go to, this is switches. So I take 2 switches and save. So this is switch 2 and this is switch 3. Okay, so keep them like this. It's better to change this one to switch 1. Why they give me a switch 3? So you can change a switch 1. Okay, so let me exchange. This is my inside and this is my DMZ. So I take 2 switches. Now I need one cloud to connect outside and also for management. So what you can do, go to network and here I told you about these interfaces: management, cloud 1, cloud 2. Management means your first interface of your EVE-NG. So this is the first interface, which is NAT. And how you can find the NAT one? So you can go to virtual network adapter and you can find the range from here. On the NAT you will get internet as well, and also you can use them for management as well. So this is the range, and also you can find the gateway, which is 114.2. So this is the best one. So I say management cloud. I told you bridge is just a switch. So this is management, so you can type internet. It's okay, give them internet. So in your topology, it play the role of internet and also provide you management. So connect this to port number 1. Keep in mind, by default DHCP is enabled on port number 1. So this is my internet. Now connect the second interface to switch 1. So second interface is my inside, and connect the third interface to your port number 3, which is basically DMZ. Okay, so let me start this one and let me start this one and let's start this one. So this is my internet, this one my inside. Now for inside, what you can do, if you are using community edition, so you can use Linux and you can use Linux tiny core. So I can take 3 system and change the name to PC, and you can change the icon to client, and let's give them a client like this one and save. So this will require less RAM and less CPU. You can use these, and also browser is available there. If you are using professional edition, so you can use Dockers. Go to Dockers and choose from here GUI server and just give them a PC 1 suppose, and I need only 1, sorry, node Dockers, and click here server and type PC 1 Okay, and change this to client, and let me type C and go to client, and this time in client I will use this one, so the desktop is changed a bit so that you know. So this one is here. Okay, and what I can do, I can take another one as well. So let's go to Docker. If you are using professional, keep in mind, and go to GUI server, and here you can type PC2 and change this to client. Click on C and you can go down and you can choose the icon which you want. So this is my 2 system here and 3 system here. Okay, so what I can do, I can change one thing more. I can enable DHCP. If you want to enable DHCP per DMZ, so it will get IP automatically. In the case of Dockers, okay. In the case of this this one, so no need. Okay, and just connect this one to here. Okay, and this one to here, and this one to this switch, and these two, let me connect them to this switch, and let's connect this one to this switch. So this is the first. You can do almost 50% lab using this topology, like NSE4 if you want to do. So let me change this style. I want something else, like a flow chart, or maybe this one, and let's change this one as well. Normally you see this type topology people are giving on their LinkedIn and there, so basically they are using this method to do. Okay, and let me connect them like here, and these one, in the case of this one, so let me make them flowchart, and let's change this one to flowchart as well. Okay, so this will be like this, and select all, and you can start selected, and you can select this like this way and start selected. Okay, so this is our topology. Now this internet is, I need to type the IP ranges. Go to text, and here you can type 192.168.1.0. I will use this subnet for my N site. So you can make them bold, and this is your N site subnet, suppose. Put them like this. Duplicate, and this site subnet is, we already know. We need to type that subnet only, which is 114. I told you from where you can find. For the DMZ, you can use 2 subnet. It's up to you, but this is the easy way to do it. So my DMZ is 2, inside is 1, and this is 114, which is I need to choose. Now what else you need? What will be these interfaces IP? It's up to you. Duplicate, and you can use, suppose, 100. Normally I use this one in my labs, 100. You can use 254, whatever you want. So 100.1 will be the subnet mask, sorry, the IP address of this interface of this firewall, and 100 will be on this side as well. And you can duplicate, and you can use 100 this side as well. Means 2.100, 1.100, and this one. Okay, it's up to you. If you want the last IP, normally the first, but first is used, so you can use 254 as well. So let me change them to 254. It's not compulsory, but it's .254, and let me change this one to .254. Let's take this one. So these are the IP addresses. So you need to type like this, so it will be easy for you. These will get IP automatically from here. DHCP, we will enable a DHCP on this port and DHCP on this port. So they will get, so when you do DHCP lab, so you can do it like this way. So these are my topology. Now how I will get this management, because this is NAT and net is installed in my system. So I am reachable to this firewall from my browser. You get my point? Normally student get issue in this one. So don't worry, this is your internet as well and also your management as well. Next thing, they don't know what will be the gateway IP. So let me type the gateway. So gateway is 2. I show you many time. It is 2. If your net range is something else, that 2 will be your gateway. So I type the gateway. Now, can I access directly this firewall? No. First I need to change something. So let's go to firewall. By default username is admin and there is no password. Just enter. Type new password, in my case 123 and show system interface question mark. So it will show you the IP. I will change this IP because we want 254. But anyway, when I take graphic GUI, so I can change. So let's get this IP 173. If I type this IP, can I get management? No. What happened? Because if I go to config system interface, this is the command, and which interface is this one? Port 1. Edit port 1. And if I go to that one and type show command, what happened? A new firewall, what they done? They remove HTTP. And HTTPS you cannot use them. If I type HTTPS, so it's not coming. The site cannot be provided secure connection because we don't have a license. So they remove HTTP. This is the first issue which you can face. So because this is unlicensed device we are using, so you need to enable HTTP for your lab purpose. And you don't need to remember any command. Just type the same command here. Copy and paste and just add HTTP. That's it. And end. And now this IP, the one which I type in my browser, when you click, HTTP now. And enter, now it will come. So that's the first issue which you can face. I show you an admin password. I set 123 and now you will access this FortiGate firewall. First it will show you to change your host name. So let's change it, begin, and I want to give them name FortiGate and I want to use this dashboard. Okay. And I don't need this. So okay. And now you can see FortiGate firewall is here. Now you can go to network, go to interfaces, and this is the first interface, which is basically WAN. So either internet, it's up to you which thing you need to give them. So I give them WAN, but I want to make them manual and I decide the last IP to use, 254. So just change the IP 254 and allowed ping, HTTP, SSH, HTTPS, all these things, because this is our management as well. And click OK. It give you a warning, it's okay. And now it will not show you. So you need to change the IP again here, 254 to come up. Okay. And if we go to HTTP and enter, so it has to come now because we changed the IP. And also you can verify from here. If we type show system interface question mark, so now the IP is changed because we changed from browser. So it will take a bit of time, and now when you click again, so it will come up HTTP, and now admin password is 123. So this is what we decide to change the IP. You can change from the CLI, but it's easy to do it from here. Second, what we need, this interface has to be 1.254. So let's go to port 2. How you can go? You can go to network, interfaces, and click on port 2. And here you can type LAN and type the IP address 254. That's what we decide, 1.254, and allowed ping so that we can ping this one, and click OK. Third, the DMZ. So DMZ is this 2.254. So go to port number 3rd and type DMZ, and here you can type 254 and change this to 2 because we decide this one, and click OK and done. So now we have 3 zones, DMZ, LAN and WAN. Okay, and we assign the IP addresses. Next we need a default route so all the traffic can go out. So you can go to change the DNS under this one, and let's specify DNS 8.8.8 and apply and OK. And next one we will use for the FortiGate one. Go to static route and click create route. Here we say that everything coming to you forward to this one too. This is the next hop. I told you where is this one. So I say this and the gateway is this one, and the interface is WAN. This is WAN interface, and this is our next hop, and this is administrative distance, and click OK. So we configure DNS and we configure static route. Now we need one firewall policy, because by default everything is deny. So it's implicit deny everything. So what you can do, create new and give them allow all, and incoming interface is from LAN when the traffic is coming from LAN, okay, and going to WAN. Source is anything, anybody is coming and they're going anywhere and they're going for any services, okay. Enable net, because they will not go outside until they net them on this IP 114.254. And if you want to enable security profile, but it's better allow all session, so they can capture all the session, and the policy has to be enabled, and click OK. So we enable this policy. And if your DMZ want to access internet, so you can do the same thing here, allow DMZ to WAN. This is my policy name. This time I say DMZ going to WAN, source is from DMZ anything, destination is anything, services is anything, enable net because they want to go out, all session, and OK. Okay. If you want to allow DMZ to inside, so you can create a third policy as well. Allow DMZ to LAN, but this time you say DMZ going to LAN, source is, you can type the source because now we know the source. The source is 192.168.2.0. So you can create, but in this case I say all. And destination, you can create another destination 192.168.1.0, but I say all. You don't need to do like this, but this just to show you. In this case we don't need net because they are doing communication inside. So uncheck net, all session, and click OK. Okay, and let's click OK. Another policy from LAN to DMZ, so you can do that one as well. You can say allow LAN to DMZ. You can create a such policy. So LAN going to DMZ, sources again you need to put. So the source you can say all, but you can create as well, like a address group, okay, like address. Suppose I say LAN subnet, so 192.168.1.0, and this is /24. Just type like this, and you can type 192.168.1.0 and /24, and this should come from LAN. So you can create like this as well, which is more specific. Okay, and they are going to destination. So in destination, because DMZ we already know, so you can type DMZ in 192.168.2.0 and /24. Just we know that what we are using, and 192.168.2.0 /24, and you can type this is in DMZ and OK. Okay, so now it's going to DMZ. And services, again, for which services you, so you can choose any services. In this case I say all. No need of net again because it's inside, and all session, and OK. So we create three policies. Okay, DMZ to LAN, DMZ to WAN, LAN to DMZ, and LAN to WAN. So this is our topology which you can create. Now you can style them as well if you want, which I will show you. So policy is there. Now we don't have IPs. You can assign IP address statically. Either you can enable DHCP, go to interfaces, So we need to enable DHCP on DMZ and DHCP on LAN. So what you can do, go to LAN and go down, you can enable DHCP server. So the 122.253 because last IP we are using. Okay, so they get the range automatically. Same as interface IP, DNS will be the same, and that's it. And DHCP is enabled. So easy, yeah. And go to DMZ as well, and go to DHCP service. Range is from 1 to 253. Okay, and that's it. And click OK. Now if I go to PC4, so I will get IP automatically. If it is not, so what I can do, go to network and make them DHCP, apply and exit from here, and let's check it's get the IP or not automatically. So yes, it's get 1.3, and I hope so I will reach to internet as well because everything is ready. So if I type here, so I can go to internet and I can see the traffic. If I go to logs and report, forwarding traffic, so after a while, because it's a virtual environment, so after a while you will see here it's come up. So 1.3, which is this system, is going to this one, and allowed all rule is using, because we create one rule by allowed all from LAN to WAN basically. So I can change this one to allow LAN to WAN traffic. So I can change the policy name, so you will see the traffic. Now if I go to PC1 on DMZ, so I hope so it will also get IP from 2 range. So go to application and go to system tool, and here you can type ifconfig. It's better to type ifconfig ethernet, so it's get 2.1 IPS, correct. And if I ping 8.8.8, it has to work. And if I go to any browser and go to any website, so my traffic will work. Okay, so if you follow this way, so it will be so easy for you. If I go to Mozilla, so it's going there, and let's go to twitter.com. okay, so yes, it's working. And if I go to traffic, go to logs and report, forwarding traffic, so now you can see it's showing allow DMZ to WAN and here. And also if from DMZ PC, if I ping the inside, this is inside, which is I think so the IP was let me check what was the IP address. It is 1.3, so I can ping 1.3 as well from DMZ because we create one rule. So if I go to terminal and ping 192.168.1.3, so yes, I can ping that one. And what is the IP address of here? Ethernet 0 2.1, because this is a web server as well. So if I go to PC4, which is here PC4, so I can get website as well 192.168.2.1. you see Ubuntu is open. So from here I try to access this one, it's working, and from here I ping this one to working. From here I go out where working, it was netted on this IP, and also from here I go out, so it's working. So we test everything and it's properly working. Okay, and you can see the traffic here as well. Look at this, all the traffic, the logs. And if you need more traffic, you can go to dashboard, you can see the status, you can see the security, you can see the network. Here you will see all the routing. So we have only one route, and you can see a source. So these are the source 2.1, 1.2 and 1.3. If you need the destination, we access 8.8 and so many others, so it will show you. An application, I don't think so, because they don't have website. It will show you the policy which we use. So we use 2 policy, DMZ to WAN and LAN to this one. And also it will show you all the session. This is the good session. We use DNS and so many other traffic. So this is the way how you can create a simple topology. So the net you can use for netting as well, static net and other net which we discuss in the course. And also you can do a lot of other stuff. and later on just change the topology, and as per your design, like for VPN you need to change, for HA you need to create a new topology, but you get the idea how to use even how to create a topology here in this one.